So one more little tidbit today. I'm going antiquing with my sweetheart Johnny, and we've gone all over the place, and it's a great source of inspiration, not just being with him, but we find all kinds of cool stuff. Antique stores, to me, flea markets are a treasure trove of unusual things you're just not going to find other places. So I'll see if I find anything that might spark my interest to that we can paint together. I think it's helpful to paint something that stirs your heart, stirs your soul. It just speeds the process along. If you're excited about it, your painting is going to show it. So we'll see if I find anything. I may take some pictures. I might maybe video. I don't know how that'll go, but anyway, I'll see what I can do, and I want to take you along.
So, the first place we're going to visit is the Warehouse Antique Mall in Marion. This place is just so stunning. It is beautifully staged. It has a really nice selection of items, some high quality antiques, some home decor, but it's definitely predominantly antiques. There's just absolutely something for everyone. And I think one of the biggest treats is the fact that it is in a historic building. Now, I will go to any antique mall anywhere and be happy to go, but I think it's an added layer of fun when you get to explore a historic building. So, this is the largest room of the Warehouse Antique Mall. It has 2 stories. It has an outdoor space that's covered, but it's like an old garage. But as we work our way down this aisle, I think you might recognize a familiar face. And I'm a little bit unsure about copyright issues, so I didn't linger long on Mr. McCartney. But I think they've probably had a lot of people asking about him because if you get closer, you will notice there's a little note by his head and it says, "Paul is not for sale." So I think they've had a lot of people who'd be glad to take him home. So as we just keep walking through the space, you'll see that there are different vendors. I've told Johnny that we really need to get on the list. We could fill a booth with some nice things between the things both he and I have. But the waiting list is pretty long because I have asked about it. So if I understand the story correctly, the young lady who owns this store had a mom who had an antique store and she didn't enjoy it at that time and promised herself she wouldn't have one when she was older. But now she has the most visited and the most popular antique store in Southern Illinois. So I will put links in the description below so you can find out more if you're interested in visiting these places. So at the end here of this antique mall, I have some pictures of items that I loved. The first one is an Art Nouveau lamp that I have eyed for quite a while, but it was over $800 and that was a little more than I was looking to spend. But I did buy that bracelet there. And the cute little doggy doorstop. I love doggy stuff. We have 3 dogs, so the next little place we visited was a new place, and they had 2 frames that I really liked, and I ended up buying. I've been stocking frames like this for quite a while, but they're usually out of my price range, but these were not bad. That one was $20 and the one before was $24. And so off we go to the Cricket and Red Brick Antique Mall in Carterville, Illinois. This place, again, another gorgeous historic building that is as much fun to explore as it is to look at the antiques. So John and I have been acquainted with the red brick half of this antique store. We've followed them as they have had different stores and each time a better, bigger store, and this time I think they are finally our home. This place is gorgeous. I just love it. It's got a lot of space downstairs, but it also has a whole upstairs full of antiques and clothes and jewelry and lots of things. Another place with a lot of great variety. So here we are upstairs, and you can see the natural light. There are skylights. This place is flooded with natural light. It is just gorgeous. And all these separate rooms used to be businesses. I think one of the doors had said it was a dentist, one was an accountant. There was just a lot of variety even then in the businesses. So this space seems to have more clothing, lamps, purses. It still has antiques. I mean, the whole place is predominantly antiques, but there's also some newer items, jewelry, just a lot of variety for anyone looking. I mean, there's something for everyone. Now, in a minute, I've tried not to be too swoopy with my camera work. I didn't want to make anybody car sick, so I hope I've accomplished that. But in a moment, we're going to look at some still shots of the architecture and some of the items that caught my eye. So far, I haven't really found a still life item, but I've found a whole lot that I would like to take home for the house. I try to be choosy when I pick still life items because you can only store so much stuff, but it's always fun to look and be on the hunt. So in a minute here, you're going to see a glass floor right there at the bottom of that mannequin. That part of the floor is made of glass, and there's a better view. And the next picture is a view from it from downstairs. But that is just a great way that the natural light continues to flood the space even downstairs. I just love that Willie Nelson t-shirt. I thought it was fun, and that's a wastebasket made of rolled up magazines. Now this is the Marion Antique Mall, and I love that stencil floor. It always catches my eye. And that's a string holder I liked. For some reason I'm drawn to string holders. And that planter, I love it. Every time I see it, I just need to buy it. It makes me think of my little girl Wren. So you can trust me and Johnny at the end of a good day to find a piece of pie, some ice cream, something sweet, and we know how to wrap it up right. So thank you so much for joining me and hanging in to the end, and I hope you'll join me next time. Bye.